Guys, Crypto with Dini, and today I've got the Bitcoin 2022 sunglasses on just to give Bitcoin a little bit of help. Now, I don't know if it needs a bit of help. I know it doesn't need a bit of help, I'm joking. What is the crack? Remember, Crypto with Dini, this is a place where we teach you how to build a portfolio so that you can retire early. Okay? So you do the opposite of what the crowd does. You do the opposite of what the herd does, because that's how you're going to retire early in these markets. As you can see, it ain't that easy. So what happens next is what I want to talk to you a little bit about this morning. I'm on the way up to the Crypto with Dini offices now. I've got some consulting sessions. But on the little drive up, we'll have a little chat. Remember your daily exercise. Give the like button a nice little press. That'd be fantastic. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment in. Let me know if you've survived. Or did you melt? Were all your friends ringing you saying, I told you so, I told you so? Yes. So, a couple of things. First thing, it is like, and I always speak to newer people, because the newer people who hurt the most, the mature hands, the diamond hands, the degens, we're well used to this. It's like, it's a meh event. It's in fact, as you guys know, I teach it. This is the opportunity, but we won't talk about that just yet. But more to the newer people who are bleeding out. You know, you bought Bitcoin at 50 and now it's 30 or whatever it is. It hurts those people, and rightly so, because you're new, you don't quite understand Bitcoin, you don't have the conviction, and maybe you dived in without understanding what you're even buying. And now you're underwater. And now you've got to go and tell your wife or your husband, darling, I just turned 10 grand into 5 grand, or I just turned 50 grand into 25, or whatever. I just turned 500 into 250. And he or she is not going to be happy with that, okay? They will not be happy. Why would they be? What do you act like? Okay? So, first off, this is a good lesson. It's not that easy, and this will help you appreciate that anyone you see who's had any success in crypto markets, and most of us when we're new, we think they got lucky. They must have just got lucky. Now you're beginning to understand there's a little bit more there's a little bit more to this market and having success here than getting lucky. Again, that's what a lot of my haters are always slagging me. Oh, you just got lucky. And it's an unfortunate side effect, but the reality is now we learn the lesson that this isn't about luck, okay? This is about education, conviction and strategy. And that's it. No luck isn't involved. But from the outside, people think it's easy and it's about luck. Alright? So, at least we can put that to bed and we can go, okay, this isn't as easy as I thought. However, what do we do now? We're underwater. Well, I suppose I'll talk a little bit about entries. How do you enter into positions? Maybe I'll talk about doubling down as well. But, and shameless plug, okay? I'm just going to do a shameless plug here, feck it, because it's okay to do a shameless plug when you've got a good one. Let me get out here. Shameless plug. A lot of people, their portfolio is underwater, a grand, 500, 2 grand, 6 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand. If I look at my emails, my messages, people who aren't Crypto Dini customers, I'm like, why didn't you just go and spend 300 quid and I'd have taught you how to get this right, and you didn't have to wait 500, 2 grand, 3 grand, whatever you've fucking, you know, whatever mistakes you've made. This is the value of investing, guys. Invest in your education, and that's been the biggest lesson I've learned to get myself out of mobile home to financial freedom, was to invest into education, so I don't have to waste my money. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Look at the head in me! But if I can pay someone to give me the information, well, I don't need to be the sharpest knife in the drawer. And that's the beauty of it. I'm going to take these sunglasses off because it's dull now. Alright, so just be aware. Spend money on education. You don't have to give me your money. Go and spend money, and then you don't have to waste your own money and be underwater. So when we're trying to get our position in Crypto with Dini, what we teach, okay, with our consulting, we're going to meet someone now that'll be building a plan to retire early, and we'll have to get a position. We'll be trying to enter into this market, and we'll come up with a strategy to do it. But there's two basic ways you can do it. You can make one lump sum payment, okay, which means you only win if the market goes up. So you buy your Bitcoin today and you hope the market goes up forever, and you're a genius. Alright? But I don't like that, because I don't know if the market's going up. Short term, everyone asks me short term, I haven't got a clue. Long term, I have a pretty good idea. I think we're going much higher, all right? But short term, there'll be massive volatility and noise, and that's opportunities for me to make more money, okay? So one big trade is very risky in my thesis and how I build portfolios with people, and using the dollar cost average approach is much better, because with dollar cost averaging, if the market goes up, you win, and if the market goes down, you also win. So you're covered regardless of where the market goes in the short term, okay? Now, the strategy you use in the DCA and how aggressive it is, you know, that takes a little bit more refining to get the strategy right, the exact period you're going to DCA for and the amount of money you'll DCA for. And generally, sometimes we'll do sort of a hybrid strategy where we combine a little bit of the two of them, depending on where we are in the market. Today, where market conditions are, because there's so much uncertainty, so much fear, you know, I'd be heavier on the DCA aspect of it. We will let this lad out. Go ahead there. Now, so that's why I'm a big fan, and always have been, of dollar cost averaging. If you don't know what it is, learn about it, guys, because it protects you. You win regardless of market movement, directions. Other things that are really important is how you construct your portfolio. Is it Bitcoin? Is it Bitcoin ETH? Is it Bitcoin ETH stablecoins? Is it Bitcoin ETH stablecoins and altcoins? And like, the least risky is just Bitcoin, and there's more risk by adding all the things on. There's also more performance, you know, so it all sort of matters. But I suppose let's get the sentiment of the community. Let me know in the comments, do you think in 1 week's time Bitcoin is going to be higher or lower than it is today? Because you can learn a lot by sentiment, because we all sort of think the same. So don't comment anymore. Don't need a snorkel to yourself on your website. What I'll do as well is, on my story, guys, I post, we have a private community for the people who have done my my workshop on WhatsApp, and I posted them a little video there this morning that helps you understand about Bitcoin drops and everything. But I'll share it on my Instagram story there today, so if you're not on my Instagram, check it out. It'll help you deal with if you're absolutely wrecked. No idea who that is, as usual. Everyone knows me, and I don't know who to be waving at. But yeah, get on the Instagram story. I'll share that now in the group to the Crypto with Dinny office. The most important thing, I suppose, to understand is that Bitcoin isn't a get rich quick. It's not a he got lucky game. It's a patience game, okay? Anyone who's ever held Bitcoin for 3 years has increased their purchasing power. That means, in simple terms, they've made money, and sometimes a lot of money. But 3 years is the holding period, okay? Because in 2020, let's say you bought Bitcoin for 15 grand, okay? Well, Bitcoin traded right down. It was trading at 4 grand, and you bought it for 15 grand, okay? But today, a couple of years later, it's like people would love the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at 15 grand. Some people think they're going to get the opportunity to buy 15 grand. I don't know, but sure, as I say, I'm not smart enough to know where this thing goes short term. I don't think anyone is, to be honest. Okay, but macro is a big mess out there. Like, it's not just crypto that's getting wrecked. It's not just Bitcoin that's getting smashed. The stock market is an absolute bloodbath. Okay, and but it's massive opportunity. I'm sitting on the sidelines rubbing my hands together going, go on, wreck it more, and that takes, you know, that's not an easy place to get to. I don't think you can get there if this is your first year of duty as a Bitcoiner. You want the price just to go up a little bit just to cover your entry, and that's okay, that's fair. I would have thought the same. And then just from being in the markets for a little bit longer and having more understanding, you're just like, wreck it, smash it, let's go low, because you can just scoop up more, okay? Because I'm in the accumulation phase, and I've done a whole video on that, on which phase you're in. Depends on how you operate within the market, and how you treat bear markets, and how you treat bull markets, depending on what phase of your investing you're in. Again, more stuff that we teach, but I've got a video out on that on the YouTube channel. Anyway, I just want to jump on and say, lads, not financial advice, but it's probably going to be okay. Bitcoin crashes all the time. It's what it does. And then it goes up again. And then it crashes, and then it goes up again. But I'll give you a little tip on markets. Markets go up over time, okay? Now, it's something that's really simple. Remember, I'm not a smart guy, but I just know markets go up over time. What markets, Dinny? All markets go up over time. They always have, they always will. How can you be so sure, Dinny? Because they always have. But how do you know they always will? Well, because our base layer money, fiat currencies, is a massive Ponzi scheme. So we'll always print more, So that means anything that's fixed, its price will always go up. Okay, so armed with that knowledge, take comfort in the fact that Bitcoin's market will go up, because that's what Bitcoin does. Okay, because it's a market and all markets go up over time. All right, not financial advice, just reality. Guys, anyone who hasn't done their early exercise, all we ask you is for a nice little hit of the like button, and if you really want to help the community, share the content. Okay, because I'm here in Ireland trying to help Bitcoin adoption in Ireland, trying to help Bitcoin understanding in Ireland, and teach people that, you know, yes, it's volatile, but these are huge opportunities for you. And let me know, because I want to know, I want to gauge the sentiment of our community, what the Crypto with Dinny community is thinking in the next week. And I'm not going to give my answer, I'll give it in the comments because I don't want to sway it. But do you think next week, this day next week, Bitcoin will be trending higher or lower? You can even just type higher or lower in the comments. Do that now, and I'm looking forward to having a look at that and seeing what our sentiment is like on the ground, because you guys are pretty clued in, and that'll be interesting. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. I'm going to jump off now. I've got the guards behind me, so I'll have to pretend I'm not talking on a Facebook Live. Maybe he's watching. Oh, he's on the motorbike. Heavy guard. Guys, have a super day. I'm Go Consulting. Remember, if you want help, if you recognise that there's huge opportunity, and now that Bitcoin's on the floor, there's a massive opportunity, get onto the Crypto with Dinny website. You'll see our private consulting. We have 3 tiers. We have professional, we have premium, and we have a review product. All of them get an amazing job done. We help you build it, no matter what you have to invest, no matter what your plan, no matter where you're starting from. We build it out for you in real time. You meet me in the Crypto with Dinny office, or we do it on Zoom, and we construct the portfolio so that you can retire early, so you don't have to make all the mistakes that people who don't bother paying for education, and they just pay with their money, and it's ridiculous, lads. So learn the lessons. And I'm not saying buy my product, I'm just saying, can't you not see what you're costing yourself? And most of my stories, when I tell the story, it's when I learned to pay for people to help me run my businesses. My businesses earn more money, so whatever I was paying them, it didn't matter, because my business earned more money. And my only regret is not learning that lesson soon enough in life. That half my life I didn't understand that if I invest into education I can get much better result. That's why I push it out there. I'm like, lads, don't be a penny pincher, because ultimately you cost yourself more money. Learn return on investment, and that's my biggest gift to you, is to push it. If you buy my products, happy days. If you don't buy my products, you buy someone else's, happy days. You will do better, that I can guarantee. Anyway, have an awesome day. Thanks for being here. Up, higher. A couple of people think higher. Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing the comments there when I get to the office. Guys, have an awesome day. Today's a good day. It's a good day to buy Bitcoin. It's a better day to buy Bitcoin when it was 60 grand and 50 grand and 40 grand. So it's better than all those days. Guys, super. Dinny out.